ask you about, before we talk about FSU, Pittsburgh blitzed an awful lot. And I think Mitch was sacked 4 times. You guys have been protecting him all year, but there were 4 sacks.
Right.
But the fact that they kept blitzing, the last 2 drives, they didn't really get to him. Were you guys able to sort of pick up on maybe some of the timing of it, or what did you guys do differently to keep them off of Mitch those last couple of drives?
Yeah, they had brought a couple blitzes, early in the game that we kind of talked on the sideline, made a few adjustments, and we were very aware that they were going to be bringing those same blitzes late in the game since they had gotten home with some of those blitzes early in the game. So we made a few adjustments, but really at the end it was just kind of, we knew we could not let up a sack. Everyone locked in. We were all just at laser focus. We knew we needed to score. You
guys have faced a couple really good pass rushers so far at Illinois, and then last week obviously with Pitt, maybe the best one in the country coming up this weekend, and he moves all over the place. How difficult is it to be aware of him, but not be so aware of him that could cause issues for you as well?
Well, it's not anything we're not used to. We're used to going against good pass rushers. We played one last week, played a guy in Illinois. That's the thing about experience. We got a lot of guys who've been here for several years, gone against good guys like that. So, at this point in our career, we're not going to be getting psyched out by a good pass rusher. And, we know that they've got good players over there, and DeMarcus Walker is a great pass rusher.
I know that you don't get to see a whole lot that's going on when you guys are out in the field. You're kind of doing your jobs. You don't see everything Mitch is doing. But can you still kind of get an idea, other than the fact that you stay on the field and you're not going to the sidelines, can you get an idea what kind of groove he's in, what kind of rhythm he's in?
Yeah, when we're moving the ball, after every play, we're running downfield, we get that, it's a morale booster when we're moving. When we're just stuck in one spot on the field for a while, the morale goes down a little bit. When we're cruising down the field, we know Mitch is in his groove. We know the running backs are hitting it. So, it's a big morale booster.
I know that Marquise, when you guys use cadence with him, he was no problem hearing Marquise. Mitch, back in August, Coach Fedora said that Mitch had to get louder. He had to take more command out there. Have you noticed a change through 4 games?
Well, we've had no issue in 4 games. So
what I'm saying is, Larry said that he just needs to be louder because Marquise was so loud when you guys ran cadence now. Is he any different? It's been the same through the 4 games?
I guess I wasn't really aware that there was an issue of him being quiet.
Well, no, you just want him to kind of reach Marquise's decibel level, I guess.
Yeah, well, Marquise, he was loud for sure. So I guess now that you bring it up, Mitch initially maybe wasn't as loud as Queese, but there's been no issues. We hear him.
Staying on cadence, last year you guys for a while went without having a cadence. Have you done that at all this year? And
are you talking about like silent cadence?
Yeah, silent cadence. Yeah.
Yeah, we.
When I meant silent cadence, yeah.
Right, we used it against Georgia. We've been practicing it this week. We're prepared to use it. If it gets loud, we know it's probably going to get loud at FSU. So it's something that we're all used to, something that Lucas is used to doing. Because that places a lot of responsibility on the center when we're going silent cadence. But yeah, it's something we've practiced a lot. We're used to it.
There's been a little bit of adversity to your left, to the right guard spot with Tommy and Jon getting injured, and then Tommy, and then now RJ. RJ's had a couple of 3 starts under his belt now. How has he done?
I think really well. He stepped in there. There was really not many issues. He came in, he got his first start against Illinois. I thought he played really well, and I'm very comfortable playing next to him.
Sounds cool. Thanks.